I have treated thousands of women with facial hair. Women use this plant called Cyperus rotundus, which works completely backwards. Instead of traumatizing your follicles, it gently weakens them over time. The science actually makes perfect sense. You're working with your body instead of against it.
So let me sit onto my comfy sofa and let's talk about Cyperus oil. I did not think I would talk about it again, but here we are. This is what happened when misinformation are being spread by perceived expert online with big platforms and getting millions and millions of views. Some people will collect this information and create businesses, as you can see here, based on product that is based on fraudulent data and potentially risky to your health. And can we please appreciate this t-shirt? A masterpiece. So if you're new here, last year Cyperus Oil was promoted as an alternative to laser hair removal by derm-influencers and supposed expert based on fraudulent data and without any taking into consideration the possible risk of using this type of oil based on the mechanism of action, because it was supposed to be an anti-androgen natural oil. And I did a preliminary risk assessment as I'm a toxicologist and cosmetic risk assessor, and based on that I did literature research to find what is the main active that found in this oil, and I found 2 beta-alanine and cyperine, and I used in silico docking software to see the interaction between those active compounds in the oil and the androgen receptor, and I found a not very comforting result. And I compared them to positive controls such as testosterone, which is the natural ligand for the androgen receptor, and another ingredient that was banned in the recent years, the isopropyl paraben, for potential endocrine disruption. And those 2 active ingredients in the oil were able to bind stronger than the isopropyl paraben, which was banned, and less stronger than the testosterone, which is, in my opinion, not a very good result. And I didn't stop here. I wanted to understand, okay, after understanding that the binding can happen and the interaction can happen, I want to see if those actual biologically active compounds can penetrate the skin and reach the blood circulation and get to the receptor location in the body. And I used another in silico model to predict the penetration. And I saw that one of them gave a good result, that the penetration is very limited, but the other one gave a very concerning result, which is the cyperine. And it was able to penetrate the skin with concentration of 74% of the applied dose, reaching the living dermis, which technically means it can be available for blood circulation. So what I want you to understand from this is that when we see a science communicator fighting misinformation, it's not calling out, it's not bullying, it's actually preventing something from happening, preventing damage from happening to the general consumer. As you can see with the Cyperus oil, it will mostly 90% will not work, and if it works, it will be dangerous. And if you want to understand more about the preliminary risk assessment that I did, it's available on my YouTube channel. And as always, stay safe.